Hello, my name is Julian Treasure. I'm author of the book Sound Business and chairman of the Sound Agency and 4-time speaker on TED.com about, you guessed it, sound. Now let me show you some of the most common errors that I see in offices all the time. There are 5 I want to present to you. Maybe you'll find these useful to avoid. First, meeting rooms which are not fit for purpose. This one, for example. All hard surfaces, it's a square box, 2 glass walls, 2 hard walls, a hard floor, hard table. Can you imagine what that sounds like? That little thing in the middle of the table is absolutely not going to work in that kind of a sonic environment. It's more of a space to have an argument in than a meeting in. And we now have a modern trend for meeting spaces, not even rooms at all. Take the walls off, so the people having the meeting are disturbing the people who are trying to work, and the people who are trying to work are disturbing the people trying to have the meeting. Made even worse in this case by a wooden floor and hard walls. Number 2 is office equipment, which is really noisy. These fridges were chucking out well over 60 decibels of zzz kind of noise, and they're on a hard floor, so that's bouncing straight off the floor and polluting the open office. We would recommend no greater than 50 decibels, ideally no greater than 40 decibels from a device like that at 1 meter. Number 3, receptions which are just hard, inhospitable spaces. Fantastic looking, shiny white floor in this reception. If you get people walking through there with steel-cap boots or clogs or stilettos or anything other really than crepe-soled shoes, it sounds like a cavalry charge. Really not a welcoming space. Number 4, spaces which are supposed to recharge the troops, like this cafeteria, where wood floor, hard ceiling, glass walls, radio pumping out of speakers above with a DJ and a television on in the background. No wonder she looks like that. I think I'd look like that in that space. I'm not going to be recharged when I go back to work after lunch in there. Finally, the lack of quiet working space. So few offices actually provide this at the moment, and it's a tragedy that they don't. So there are 5 common errors that I come across all the time. I hope by sharing them with you, I can help you to avoid them in your office space. Actually, in order to solve those problems and probably any others you think of, all you have to do is pay attention to the 4 steps to good sound. And in offices, acoustics are 90% of the battle. If we reduce noise levels by using acoustic treatments, wonderful things start to happen. What kind of treatments? Very simple things. A bookshelf at the back of a room will diffuse sound and stop it bouncing back. Plants are good. The walls, we can fit absorbers on them. Sound absorbers can be printed on now, so they look beautiful and soak up all the sound that hits them. And of course, a soft floor, an absorbent floor, like carpet tiles from Interface, for example, will help enormously to damp the room down. Pay attention to the acoustics of your spaces, and you will solve so many problems. Meeting rooms that actually work. Offices where people can actually be productive, happy, and healthy as well. So, as always, it's a question of designing not just appearance, but experience in all 5 senses, and in particular for the ears. Let's design our offices with our ears in order to make them happy, healthy, and productive places, because here more than anywhere else, good sound is good business.